Got 5 minutes. We gotta give them the updates. Start talking. All right. Welcome back to another week of GTIFL. Woo! So it's gonna be exciting. We have some good matches this week. We have the Hitsquad, the #1 defending champion, Hitsquad, versus the #5 Knights.
The Knights, yes, that'll be a good game tonight. I mean, again, like the Hitsquad, undefeated, defending champions, #1 team in the league right now in the ranking. I mean, they are the perfect team. They are stuck everywhere. They're playing well. They know how to win against the Knights. It's going to be. I mean, right now it's not. They are not in a great position. We know they can do way better than what they did so far. Hopefully tonight's going to be a new game for them.
Yeah, and with that being said, you hit it a little bit with the Hitsquad, how perfect they are. The Knights, unfortunately, are coming off a loss last week, 13-0.
Yeah.
So this is a bounce back, get back game for the Knights, because we can expect key players like #2 Nick Prevost and #13 Vincent to be leaving an imprint on the game and potentially try to help take advantage of the wounded Hitsquad.
I mean, again, like they will need all the players to beat that team today. They will need like Nick to be like a perfect game. They will need like Vincent. They will need like the running back. They will need Sam Bomardillo. They will need Bryson Klein. They will need everyone to win tonight. So like, let's see if
on the first play of action we have a shotgun. And with the slant, of course, intended to #2, Nick, and that was incomplete. So you see this ferocious Hitsquad defense that's very quiet, but even though they're quiet, they definitely have a way to control the game, right? With veteran players all over the field, being able to control all 3 phases, it's gonna be hard for this Knights. So let's see what they do here on the second play. They're coming back in this split formation.
I mean, again, oh wow, that was close.
Incomplete. He should have got ready. He should have got it the first time. He was open.
Right before, he was open. But it is hard. It is hard to play against the Hitsquad defense. I mean, again,
exactly, right?
The only team who scored on them was the Axolotls.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only thing they play against the Supreme.
In all fairness, I think they underestimated the Axolotls, which a lot of their opponents do, because that's a very good team, right?
Yeah.
But to your point, yes, it's not easy to score on them, right?
No, it is hard. The Supreme tried, and the Longhorns tried. Everybody tried, and so far, I mean, they were shutting down all the offenses. But that's a third. It's going good.
And that's a deep pass, and incomplete. So we see both of the key players near the ball there. So we know automatically that the Knights are not going to be afraid to take shots downfield. And you see this first possession turning into a punt, playing the field possession, right? So now we get to see the Hitsquad on offense without the key player, Ice Savory, today, who seems to be on injury reserve and potentially going to be a big part of the bench and the mentality.
So let's see who's going to quarterback. It looks Sam. Sam is back. He wasn't there last week against against the Supreme, but he's back as a quarterback right now. Some carriers. Let's see what they can do to help his offense.
All right, and we see the same formation. Both teams coming on into it. The Hitsquad starts with a run to the outside.
What a run, #45. He has been amazing last week.
Yeah.
#45, Gavin Aqua. Yeah. He's been amazing last week against the Supreme.
Good vision.
And as the first drive right now, I mean, wow, what a play by the Hitsquad.
Making the second down very manageable. And it looks like we might just get a scoring on the first drive for Hitsquad, which is known to normally start a little slow.
I mean,
right?
I mean, again, the last 2 games with Savory as a quarterback, the first 2 drives against the Longhorns.
Again, another run to the outside. Yep.
Oh wow!
And good tackle
by Sam Bomardillo.
Of course, that man is a very good tackler in the open field, and we have 3rd down. So this game is brought to you by our sponsors: Can-Am Pipework, Madonna Engineering, Cooper Inc., Krypton Steel, and Nook Crane Forming. Thank you guys for your sponsorship. None of this would be possible without you. So we're going into it with 2nd and 17. Eligible receiver being number 69, Teddy Noel. And again, now we see the read option. Sam keeps the ball, follows his blockers, and he is short, just short.
That was an amazing play. Again, like I like the fact that they try to like trick. I mean, they showed them 2 plays in a row, similar game, similar play.
Yeah.
And then
same formation, and they read the defense and just react of what the defense is giving you.
And again, that's normal. You know, when you see like someone like Garin to go like full speed on the outside run, you try to anticipate and go a little bit earlier and leave the contain.
Exactly, and you see the hit squad using that veteran presence and being able to exploit that. So we have 3rd and 5. Let's see what happens here. Same thing again, and the running back keeps it. Easy run.
Amazing.
It was wide open.
Amazing. Hey, that's a touchdown. That's a touchdown for Hitsquad on the opening drive again.
First drive. Touchdown brought to you by Krypton Steels.
And that's going to be 6 for the defending champion.
So it seems like since last week when the captain Ice Savory said that he was going to put his team on his back and kind of shut down the disrespect around them not being recognized as the champ, they tend, to me at least, it seems like they're starting a lot faster and they're putting a lot more pressures on the opposing teams. Touchdown! Big catch by the Big Teddy!
Wow!
Woo! He got hands, baby.
Wow.
That man can move.
Wow.
Rumble, big boy, rumble.
Wow!
2-point conversion. But like I was saying, so they put that pressure on the opposing team and making them almost have to be intimidated, not just based on their history and what they have done, but actually on the court. It's almost like they're taking this bully persona.
I mean, again, like, you know what? I mean, to see the beginning of the season, like we saw the Longhorns walking over like the other team, and for us it was like normal that we like put them like, as a contender, you know. So like again, as a Hitsquad, I do understand the fact that they felt like something was wrong in the comment and even online. And they wanted to put a statement on it, and they did.
And you see it here. Of course, their defense, missed tackle by number 7, but still, that is a very small gain by the veteran Bryson Klein. Hey, that defense, especially the D-line, is mean.
It is hard. It is
as mean as anybody else in the league.
It is hard to play, and not even like to mention that Maurice Fraser is not on the field right now.
Yeah.
As a linebacker, like
that's
the engine of the defense is not there. So like
he's always where the ball is. That guy.
Yeah, I mean, so you know what? I mean, again, the Hitsquad, they have players left, right, and center. So that's
good catch.
Wow!
And it takes the whole team to bring him down. Big catch.
Nick.
Of course.
Nick. Number 2, like always. Nick.
This man, he touches it, he grabs it. He's more than a security blanket. That's a bar.
I mean, again, Nick, he has amazing numbers so far in the league. He plays both sides of the ball. He can catch, he can run, he can intercept. He's an amazing player. And when you have him we
have an offside.
Number 7.
No, they're calling it on the offense because if it was on the defense, it would still go. So it has to be on the offense. So let's see who moved on this offense. No.
Yeah,
they blew it and they fixed it and called it on the defense. Because that's exactly what it is. Number 7 kind of jumped the gun. I wasn't sure if he was enticed to move, but usually you only blow it dead when it's on the offense. So that could have been an easy play that the offense they didn't get a chance to execute. So let's see what they do. They're closer to the half again.
That's a false start, number 95. Yes. Mr. Thompson, number 95, Owen Thompson with the false start.
Yeah, you see him standing up.
Yeah, so we go back to where he was. That's really unfortunate for the Knights.
Because again, this is where in basketball there's a term "ball don't lie," right? The football gods have a way to making sure that you get exactly what you deserve and you don't cheat the game, right? And as far as offside, I never understood that. Like, you are right there, you see you know the cadence, you see the ball. It makes no sense.
It makes no sense for the O-line to be a first stop.
All right, so we see a pass. Oh, almost a goal. Oh, he catches it. Tip drill. First down. First down.
Woo!
First down. Let's go, Vince.
Wow.
Let's go, Vince. Hey, small man, but that's some big hearts right there.
He showed like he was focused.
Way to stay focused.
Wow.
After the ball was tipped by your teammate, making sure that you still stay and not only have his back, but pick up the first down and keep your team alive. That was a big possession.
And that's going to be a first down, first and 22.
And then we have the run.
Oh, wow.
And of course, no gain, right back to the line of scrimmage.
That was a run by Mr. Jack McDonald's. And he wasn't able to go.
It's really hard to fool this Hitsquad defense, who have impeccable DNs, right? And whoever they decide to not put on that interior gets to eat. Every single time. Because if it's double team, my DNs are eating, and if it's you leave me one-on-one, more times than none, I win my one-on-one. Therefore, the quarterback is never comfortable. And look, you see exactly here. Quarterback's pressure, feels it, and gets out of the pocket for a gain of about 5 yards. He may have gotten rocked a little bit. And we have number 7 of the night, Nolan, down. Got hit a little too hard against the board. So let's see who fills in at quarterback. Probably Bryson.
Yeah, probably Bryson.
Or Nick.
We saw that before. We saw the same type of scenario before. With Nolan being down. Hopefully we'll be able to come back on the field because the team is needed.
Yeah.
The team is needed. As a quarterback, you need a quarterback on the field. So yes. So let's see. Hopefully, he will be able to go back on the field and let's see who's going to be as a quarterback. Probably Bryson. Bryson Clam is going to be the quarterback.
It's a logical choice.
Number 25. So we do have. Let's adjust the time. That's a deep pass. Oh my God, that was close.
If he was a little bit taller, that would have been a touchdown. That's a very nice throw.
That was close. That was a ball from Mr. Rick Elliott. And that was close. And that's going to be the 4th.
And sometimes when you're a smaller receiver, you got to make sure you don't leave your feet unless you have to. Because part of how we play as a DB is we got to high point that ball. So if I have height on you as a DB already, you should never leave your feet unless you know you are 100%
sure to catch it.
Sure to catch it, right?
Yep.
And that's what we saw there. The pass was so perfectly thrown that even though Elliott jumped early, he was able to still get his hand on it. And we see an errant fumble by the quarterback, Bryson Klein, because the snap was bobbled. Right?
Yeah.
And sometimes this happens when the quarterback, there's a change of quarterback and the center. There's no synergy between the two of them, right? And you've having played a little bit O-line, D-line. I don't know if you ever got a chance to snap for a quarterback.
Nothing.
Is it any different?
Again, yes. The chemistry between the center and the QB is very important because again, knowing the QB, you know how the QB to get the ball, and when you change the quarterback, they may not have the same habit, the same way that they will wait and expect the ball to come. So this is why they create like a fumble.
Yeah, for sure. And ultimately, it changes the way the quarterback delivers the ball. And we see again the same formation here with Mr. Sam scanning the field and going deep past.
Oh my God,
Mr. Drady. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain, let it rain.
Woo!
Woo!
What a touchdown.
Drady, baby.
Wow.
Drady. Let's get it.
Wow.
That connection was brought to you by Madonna Engineering. That is as smooth as Madonna's voice, because the way that the quarterback just took it, read and scanned what the defense was doing, and cut the DB sleeping, and just loved it.
Oh, wow.
And Andre, being the professional runner that he is, Mr. Bailey, smooth like Bailey's.
Mr. Bailey.
Just,
wow.
That was butter. That was butter. But I'm not surprised. I played with that guy. Having to cover him is not fun. And you see him here also setting out in the blocking. And that's the run by Tremaine for the 2. Choo-choo! That guy's a locomotive.
I mean,
he's a train.
No, and what a start for the Hitsquad, defending champion, undefeated team, the only one undefeated right now. What a start for them.
Hey, listen. Every game that they play, it's the opponent's Super Bowl. It's the opponent's championship. Because despite how close you may have gotten with the other games that were lower scoring or whatever, one thing is a constant. They pull out the W. They only worry about the calling on the left and nothing else. The stats don't matter until that very last game.
No.
And that's really when you see them show out. So I'm not surprised. I'm just hoping that the Knights are able to put up a little bit of a fight here, especially now considering that they've lost Nolan, the quarterback.
I mean, it's gonna be tough again. It's gonna be super hard for the Knights right now to put up like a fight. But let's see. I mean, again, that's a nice interception
by Kevin Wheatley, and he is going all the way. Mr. Wheatley, he's fast.
Wow.
He's fast.
Wow.
That kid is fast.
Wow.
And that is the...
Woo. Wow, that
was so easy.
Wow.
He just read that and followed his blocker right after that, and calmly just goes back to the bench like nothing happened.
Wow.
To see the evolution and the growth in this young man, like he's been a stud from, God knows, he probably came out of his mother athletic. But the truth of the matter, when this guy pieces it together, he can actually play both ways. Could you believe that?
I mean, you just mentioned like how he grew as a player. But me, what I'm seeing right now is like the Hitsquad as a team.
Yeah.
They're like, I mean, again, like
everybody is very diverse. Wow. They can do more than one thing. It's like a team full of Swiss Army knives.
No, exactly. And that's the other
run by Tremaine. And you see a big tackle by number 54 of the Knights, Cam Clark. Wow. That's a good open field tackle, because that's not an easy guy to bring down.
Definitely not. But again, like the Hitsquad as a team, compared to the previous years, they were always like playing with the pressure, playing with like it was urgent for them to win. Like they didn't really focus on being a team and play together. This year we can see like no, they play 100%. As one. They play as one. They're so confident about the skills and how they brought to the table.
Yeah, and they trust each other, and they know that if I'm not able to go today, I don't really have to sacrifice. If I know that it might harm the team, because the next guy up, is just as able, if not better. And you see that championship pedigree, and you see the run, and this is what the Knights need to do. Right? This is what the Knights need to do. They need to get back to that running game and be able to suck the defense down, so that way the DBs of the Hitsquad, which I believe in some weird way, because they don't have a weakness. It's really hard to say they have a weakness.
No, I mean,
I truly believe that big if, because you're a two-time defending champ, that would be the place to attack. Is their DBs, because sometimes they can be too aggressive.
Yes.
And that's where you can use that now against them.
Yeah.
Right. It's not because of a lack of talent, but that's where I mean by being able to get the defense sucked in by the run. And we see Nolan back out there. The ball intended by number 2, Nick Prevost, and that was not successful. Again, you see the difference the way that ball gets slinged. You know, when Nolan is back there, right? The way the amount of time that it seems that the O-line is giving. Again, they seem a lot more poised, a lot more comfortable with him back there than anybody else.
Definitely, no. I mean, you need the quarterback. You need the quarterback on the field to play for you, and nothing else. I mean, it is hard when you have like a substitute. Like I mean, again, except like the Hitsquad, the Longhorns, who have 2 amazing quarterbacks. even the Supreme, it is hard. It is hard, but it has been too high. It is hard when you have like one quarterback in your team.
Yeah. And it's funny you say those three teams. Those three teams, the difference is, to me at least, is the amount of veteran that's on those teams to be able to do such a thing. So we see another possession of the Knights resulting into a punt. So we got to see Hitsquad coming with 2 touchdowns, back-to-back touchdown on each drive.
Yeah.
Do you think they're gonna be able to sustain that the whole game?
I mean, again, I mean, you know what? They're so confident on their skills and what they bring to the table. I will not be surprised, but again, not like to give up on the Knights. I mean, again, the game is still on.
Oh no, the Knights are gonna keep fighting. So, well, basically, I was saying, because I know you're not really a gambling man, I was basically saying, can we expect today to be the day that the Hitsquad actually put up the type of number that we know they can?
I mean, so far, they didn't really put that much in terms of like. I think it is the first game they put more than 20 points.
Exactly.
I think so.
They're not a high-scoring team.
No. I mean, again, it depends against who they're playing, right?
They're not a. It's fair to say they're not a high-scoring team.
Okay, let's try to.
Yeah. Okay, and we have quarterback scrambling. He's going for the first down. Stiffs on. He keeps going. TD.
Touchdown for Mr. Sam.
Just like that.
Touchdown for Mr. Sam.
And the truth of the matter is that you don't really see the Hitsquad so animated and so loud, right? Usually they like to keep the game quiet and humble. And so usually they like to keep the game quiet and humble, but you see them here kind of playing to that to that energy, to that like I said, that bully persona almost, where they're letting you know that we're here and you're gonna feel us, and if you're not ready for us, move, right? And we see the 2-point incomplete. So we got about just under 10 minutes left in the first quarter of the game.
C'est comment mieux de. En fait, c'est que le fait qu'il ne tient plus. Là, si tu regardes, t'as vu ça? Attends, un instant.
Let me take this, fix that like that.
Yeah.
All right. So we have another possession, Nolan, and incomplete. So again, when Nolan is in the game, it's clear as day that you see him wanting to take chance, and kind of like what I tried to explain earlier, where the only way to really beat the Hitsquad is by using their aggression, because they're so talented that on all 3 levels it's almost impossible to catch them at a disadvantage, because the talent level makes up for whatever matchup you're offering. But based on this aggression, you can now use their DB and potentially create opportunities for yourself. And we see Nolan doing exactly that, whether it be by scrambling out or simply just trying to hit the deep routes, no matter what the cost may be. So we are now on 3rd down. 3rd and about 18 to go.
With 7 minutes and 40 seconds to go. The score 26 for the Hitsquad and 0 for the Knights. And we do have some movement for number 7 of the Hitsquad.
Talking about, right? These are one of the many ways where you can kind of use Hitsquad's talent against them, right? Because to beat them, that is not an easy feat in itself. And usually they're the one who are exploiting the other team's weaknesses and issues, right? And that's what we've said. Like this year, we see them playing as a team like champions because they've not understood what it takes.
I mean, again, like in the
Rambo, and another INT by Kevin Wheatley. Is he going to return it? And he's keep going. He's going, and he's trying to get that player of the year.
Wow, I mean,
he's trying to get that player of the week. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, so far, I mean, it's been amazing. As a safety, he's so calm. He's so focused, like no distraction at all. He's still going. And again, this is the interception for the Hitsquad, and the Hitsquad have an amazing position right now.
Considering that they can go the whole field with one play, I wouldn't be surprised if they come out of this possession here with another touchdown. Which, again, on every possession, defensive included,
so far
they've scored, except for the 2 defensive position where the Knights were able to march but eventually punt.
Yeah.
And then the other ones, it was just a straight up punt with no march. So far the Knights have been on offense about 5 times, and 2 of them were turnovers. So you see that this game is going to be high scoring. And that's why I had asked you earlier, are they able to sustain this, maybe this game, but for how long into the season? Because if so, this might just be very dangerous as we approach and start getting ready for the playoffs.
I mean, again, that team. I don't think if they're going to score, all the drives, but that's scary.
Very.
Hitsquad is scary. Hitsquad is scary right now. I mean, again, like we have been talking about the Longhorns, the road until they played each other. The Supreme was like a question mark. The Hitsquad was an exclamation mark. All the games so far, they've been like proving that they were there, and like their goal, they're not satisfied.
They're not.
They are not satisfied. They want it all.
They want it all. I don't think winning. Ooh, good defense.
Good defense.
Good defense. I don't think winning this year is enough for them. I think when they set out this year, they understood that they had a good chance to win like anybody else, but they really wanted to go undefeated. And ever since that game, like you're saying, I personally feel responsible. Like I've woken up like a sleeping giant, because I too was a big believer that if they were gonna get some kind of malice along the way, it would be against the Supreme. But the way they handled every single opponent, including the Supreme twice, and even Longhorns, which I was on board as well, if I'm being completely honest. But again, a new team, sometimes it takes a while to gel when you're going against a 2-time defending team. So needless to say, they proved me wrong. They shut me up, and I almost feel like every week somebody on this Hitsquad is trying to prove a point, right? Exactly. So hey, it's very beautiful to see. It adds some parity to the league, and so far I'm not complaining. It's been a beautiful game, a beautiful show.
And that was a touchdown from Mr. Tremaine. Touchdown brought to you by Access Storage. This is the conversion. Woo! That was close. But
that guy Nick can play defense too, eh?
Again, he has been having good numbers so far. He's helping this team to try to like limit the damage. But again, when you play against an elite team as the Hitsquad, it is really difficult to like try to stop the bleeding.
Whoa! We got a big play! Big interception! Rumble, big boy, Rumble! Oh my God! That was beautiful. From a linebacker, did you see that?
Wow!
He
wow!
did his
wow.
read step. Quarterback had no idea he was there, and out of nowhere, last minute, the in route coming, he saw that from his peripheral vision, took that in midair. Right back for the score.
Wow.
This Hitsquad defense.
What a play by number 33, Marlon McPherson.
Hey.
Marlon McPherson.
Mr. McPherson.
Wow.
Sir.
Wow.
Listen, that was a grown man play right there. All right? And everybody at home watching, kids, young man, old man, that's how you play linebacker.
That was an amazing,
beautiful.
I mean, the rating, like he did his step, how it's supposed to be. He saw like it was a pass. He went to his coverage, and that's gonna. Oh my God!
See the counter, and everybody else is there.
What a play! What a play! What a play defensively, but what a play as a court, like a linebacker. Amazing play from Marlon.
That was one of the best linebacker plays I've seen any. Right? And again, it wasn't anything spectacular as far as the extracurricular. But it was just do your job.
Execution was amazing.
Do your job.
The execution, and again, everything that's happened without like having Mr. Frazier on the field. So I mean, again, it is a good thing to see because now we can see more players coming in that team, more faces and more skills.
They're really playing next man up.
Yeah.
Right? Considering the amount of veteran they have on this roster, every week it seems like there's a new hero and somebody else gets to chip a chance to write their narrative. All right, and now we see the Knight changing the snap count. Oh, another pick. Is he going all the way?
Touchdown. Wow, 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 wow.
God did.
Wow, wow, wow.
God did.
Wow, wow, wow.
Now, at this point, I think it's safe to say this game is out of hand.
No, I mean...
Here's why. If the defense is putting up 3 touchdowns in the first half, they don't got to do anything else except for show up for the remainder of the game.
I mean,
and if the offense is doing what they're doing, the Knights have a tough thing coming for them because their defense is pretty good, but it's not enough. We got to be able to call a spade a spade. So ultimately what I'm getting at is their best part of the team, of the Knights team, have to pick up their head right here, make a statement, and be able to take away, just like that, take away any trick plays that the Hitsquad might start to do. Because again, at this point, they're confident that they've got the game in hand and they're going to be digging deeper and deeper into the playbook. So you got to be able to now have that confidence, and you see the execution right there, them understanding ultimately what I'm trying to explain. Good job on them. And that brings us to the 6-minute mark. Wow. Oh, my apologies. That is the halftime. Halftime it is.
I mean, again, the score 44-0, and I don't know if you saw it, but the quarterback for the conversion was the O-line Teddy Newell.
Of course.
So now it's about like making sure, like, you know, like Phil Dixon is not here, I think. No, Phil is not here, but I mean, now it's about for them having fun.
Yeah.
No, I mean, again, football is a game. It's a dangerous game for sure, but it's about having fun. And when you lead 44-0 at half, now it became. I mean, be careful. It might be dangerous. You might slip on and, you know, having a hit coming from somewhere. It's still a dangerous game, but 44-0 at half. I mean,
listen.
I mean, yeah.
Like in any sports, when you kind of have like a big blowout, I think the game now becomes mental more than physical.
Definitely.
But like you said, you got to take care of the body and the physical aspect as well, because of how dangerous and fast football is, especially in our arena. So my question, my challenge is, if you were the coach of the Knights, how do you galvanize the team in the second half? What do you tell your boys as far as making sure they come out of it healthy.
I mean,
but ultimately they come out, they put up a performance that they can be proud of.
I mean, again, it happened to every team to lose that way, And now for me, and when I used to say to my players, when it happened, not that often, but when it happened, it's about now it became like a practice for the next game. Let's work on our plays to make sure we know, because again, we all adults, it is hard to have some time to practice after work, for those games. So now it became it's not bad to say, but now it became a practice. Let's practice for the next opponent, because for the night, the next opponent is the Supreme.
Another good team.
So it's gonna be an amazing team too. So now, for them, you know what? Let's work on the Supreme. Let's put some plays. Let's put together as a team some plays that we can use for the Supreme. It might not work against the Hitsquad right now, but if we can have some idea of how we're going to approach the game against the Supreme, that's a good thing.
Again, this half has been brought to you by Copper Inc. Again, shout out to all of us sponsors who are able to pour into us, support us. We love everything that you do, and we are grateful to be a partner. And shout out to all of the fans at home, in the stands, in the States, in the Mexico, in Europe. We appreciate you, and we hope that you enjoying the show.
Okay, so let's talk about the second game of the night. I mean, that's a very, very important game, because the ranking right now is not set up yet. Everything can move. So we're gonna have the Thunder number 4 in the ranking right now against the Longhorns number 2.
Hey, I think both teams, for the most part, are still trying to find their identity. And here's what I mean by that. Both teams came off a win last week, but on the Longhorn perspective, we know the talent is there.
Yeah.
But when it came time to show up against the defending champ, they didn't necessarily. I don't think it was a performance that they were proud of, because you saw the bench fighting themselves. It was very messy. Needless to say, same thing with the Knights. This is a team that's talented, but plays down to the Thunder. That beat the Knights last week. My apologies. Yeah, that's very talented, but plays to the competition. So when they're playing the Hitsquads in the big time games, they show up, and you see the veteran players showing up. But then when they play some of the other teams who may not be as talented, rather be the Knights or the Axolotls, you see the style of game kind of being a little slower and almost not recognizable, right? So this is more like a proving game for both teams, in my opinion.
Yes. For the Longhorns, it's about making sure that the momentum is still there after the losses. They won last week. Against the Axolotls, 36-13. For them, it's about the momentum. The momentum is still there. We still a contender. We can still show up. We can still play football. And for the Thunders, it's about. They won against what was supposed to be like the direct opponent, the Knights, and it was a shutout, 13-0. So now for them, is to make sure that it wasn't a fluke, and you know what? We are, as a team, we are there to play football. And against the Longhorns, if they can win that game, it's going to be a huge statement.
Huge. And what I'm hoping to see is the linebacker matchup, right?
Yeah.
Mr. Tyson Green and number 0, Dustin Murray for me. So what they're going to do to the defense, to the offenses as a defense, is going to be something very important. Because, again, these are two players who know the game very well, command the defense very well, but ultimately, if they can take it to the next level and score, which we've seen Green do with some interception. If they can score, I think it's going to add an extra element to the game, like we're seeing today with the Hitsquad and their defense.
Let's talk about Jenkins. Jenkins, number 88. You know the ball is going to go to him.
Yeah.
You know for a fact.
Yeah.
If it's a pass, the ball is going to him.
100%.
But he always found a way to catch. He is an amazing player.
This is where, if again, from a DB's perspective, linebacker's perspective, I'm having Mr. Viola on them. where you keep him at safety, kind of scanning him throughout the field. But when it gets into the red zone, where it's tight, it's a matchup. Mano a mano. Right? Because Johan is a big target. You give him space, he's going to catch it. You play him too tight, jamming, he might just blow by you.
Yeah.
So throughout the field, you have to have the high-low coverage where you have Viola kind of taking away the deeper threat and letting whoever's guarding him play as physical as possible. And when you get into that red zone, man him up, even double team. That would be my approach to try to neutralize a weapon like that.
I mean, you're right. But again, if it is not Jenkins as a target, it's Mr. Brandon Bentonco, number 21, who can run like a bulldozer. So now it's going to be tricky. Like, I mean, they have so many threats that they can use. And we saw it last week, Mr. Barber, the quarterback. I mean, he's afraid of nothing. He's afraid of nothing.
Right? So you don't get those kind of award without being able to have some gut and glory.
Yeah.
Right? So it's going to be a crazy matchup. That's why I said in the beginning of this that the way the linebacker of the defense, whichever offense is on the field, however way that linebacker is able to command and neutralize the quarterback play is what's going to really stand out here. Because if it's strictly on talent or skills, it's easy to say that the Longhorns have a little bit more skill on their team. But football is the team that you got to play the game. It's not just on paper.
Definitely. So this is the second half of this game right now. As you can see, the Hitsquad leads 44-0 against the Knights.
This might be the highest scoring they scored.
All 3 years.
All 3 years combined, right? Yeah. So they're making history right now, and they're on a run. They're on a high and making sure everybody else choke. And again, another big play to number 8, incomplete. Hey, good defense by number 13, Vince.
Normally.
And the ball was nicely thrown. I mean, we used to stay in high school. You touch it, you grab it.
That's it.
Right? But easier said than done. When you have double coverage, one, and two, the elements. Sometimes you're playing outdoors. In this case, we're indoor, but there's still lighting. Right? So easier said than done. Kudos to all the receivers out there who actually catch it and grab it. Right?
Second 25. Second 25 for the Hitsquad. Mr. Sam as the QB. That's going to be a run.
Handed it off to Tremaine.
Wow.
And they're not fooled.
Wow.
They were not fooled. Sam.
What a play defensively.
Marito and number 75, Adam Johnson on the tackle. Loss of 1.
Third and 26. Third and 26 for the Hitsquad. And it might be the first drive right now where they have to punt.
And this is what I was talking about, right? If your best part is your defense, it's going to have to show up. Because at this point, the Hitsquad are trying to have some fun, and they're probably going to go back to that backyard football, which means you can't let them embarrass you.
Yeah.
Even though the scoreboard might show that the game is out of hand, you have to take command of the game and at least leave the score where it's at. And we see exactly that, right? Where their defense, which I truly believe is the best part of this game, of this team, because they have all the talent is on offense. However, the defense shows up week after week after week after week.
That's going to be a turnover. After a punt, the ball will go back to the Knights. First and 8, 7.
And we see the matchup here, Deuce versus Deuce. Josh Garrett versus Nick Crevice. Snap is bubbled. And Bryson Klein keeps it. He keeps pushing. And I think the whistle was blown just before. Let's see how generous
I think they give it to them.
They're going to give him second effort, first down.
30 yards to score now for the Knights and finally be on the board.
Hey, this is a good start for them because we see them start there but was not able to put up some points. But we haven't seen them start there because their defense was able to stop Hitsquad, which again, context matters, right? Being able to capitalize on your defensive effort will make a huge difference. And pass intended to number 2, Nick Previs, incomplete. And you see both players not necessarily on the same page here. And that's a big catch by number 24. And we have some laundry on the field for the hit after the play.
And we do have, wow, that's a big chance right now for the Knights. Let's see how Mr. Boston Klein is gonna deal with that pass. A little bit too high for Mr. Prevost.
Okay. He got lucky.
What?
He got lucky.
He was short.
Because, hey, number 7 almost recovered that. But the D lineman did his job and prevented him.
And Mr. Boston Klein with the pass. Wow.
Interception.
Wow.
Woo!
What a defense. What a defense.
This defense is on one today.
Wow.
Interception by number 19, Edward Charles. God did.
Wow. I mean, again, the Knights was so close to score, but the defense of the Hitsquad are so great, so amazing. That's going to be a first down for first and 22 yards for the Hitsquad after this interception. And Mr. Sam Carriers with the outside run, QB keep, being stopped by Mr. Sam Bomarito. What a play by Sam Carriers. 2nd and 10.
And you're starting to see the Knights defense come to life and be who they are, right? They are arguably one of the best defenses in this league, but sometimes the stats doesn't always show it because of moments like this where their opponents probably just put up way too much numbers on defense themselves, right?
Yeah, no, you're right. Play action, and we have a blitz.
Aggression.
Wow. What a play defensively by the Knights.
And exactly, you're starting to see that identity.
What a play.
Right? From the first week, we see them come out. At least that's something that stood out for me. in the difference, not just the name and the color change, I noticed that defense is very, very voracious, but they don't turn the ball over. They stop you, but they don't turn the ball over. And when they go up against defenses like this that don't only just stop you, actually score by creating turnover, that's when games are starting to look lopsided. But I'm excited from what I'm seeing out of them right now. And you see the level of which they're coming in. Big boy rumbling, stiff arm, and he's going. Let's go.
Mr. Teddy Newell, the eligible O-line from that team.
That's big Puka Nacua right there.
I mean, again, it is someone. Again, when it becomes critical that way, it is a threat that you have to watch. It is a threat that you have to watch. When it becomes a third and short or the conversion, it is a player you have to watch because
he will sneak out. As big as he is, he will sneak out, and he always gets the distance, right? So if it's 10, 20, whatever the case may be, he might just be able to get out of there. And we see the run to Tremaine, who might. Oh, and we have a holding call on the defense.
Let's see what this says.
So it's a holding for sure. So let's see who the holding is on. Offense.
On offense.
So that was a big run that's being negated. And of course, usually when you see a big run like that, you can always wonder if there was a hold. And if not, how did he get so open? So the ref was able to give them a break here. And we see them going backwards, which is a rare occasion in this game.
I mean, yeah. But let's see. I will hope for the pass. It will be a pass.
Turned to number 88. And he might. Good running.
Good run.
Good running.
Good run, Mr. Andrew Bailey.
Hey. And more laundry. JD, that guy, the way he run his route, it's so smooth.
I mean, again, you know what? On this game, he showed now what we were expecting from him the whole season. We know Andrew Bailey is an amazing wide receiver.
All-star.
He has been struggling the first couple of plays to get balls, to catch balls. But this game, I mean, after that deep pass completion, and now what he's doing, the catch, the speed, Mr. Bailey is back and hope for a long time.
Hey, listen, you can never count him out. Like you said, at the beginning of the season, it wasn't obvious that he's the best receiver on this team, right?
Yeah.
But numbers, and if you go every season and you compare his numbers against any other receiver in this league, he's a clear number one receiver, right?
Definitely.
And like you're saying, in this game, you're starting to see that. And I started seeing it when they went up against the Longhorns, where again, you just the route running, the preciseness, the spotlight was on Johan Jenkins and his size and all that. But again, Andre Beatty was able to hold his own. And now that you're starting to see that continuality, the chemistry, I'm not surprised that this is the result, right? He caught it, one move, he's gone. He doesn't do too much. He does just the right thing. And he can block as well. You see it again right there. Pass intended to him, right? And to think that the Hitsquad are on demand. There's a couple of guys on injury. There are a couple of guys who are not here, and they're able to put up 44 points. That's pretty impressive.
It is, definitely. We have a third.
So this is the third down. We can expect them to be heading for the end zone. And we have the first turnover. First turnover for the Knights. He's got to keep going to the half. Okay, That's very good. Very short way to go to get the first down. And then you get more chances to live again. First interception from the Knights.
Number 24, Owen Jones.
Hey, you see, that's exactly what I was saying earlier.
even when they do get those turnovers, they're not putting up points, right? When you are going up against a team like this, you have to make sure you get a little bit more breaks and creating turnovers. And let's hope that this is the drive that their offense can capitalize. Because if not, I promise you, Hitsquad might just get a turnover and score on it, which would then deflate and kind of put the end to a game.
Again, we will see if who is the quarterback. Is that Mr. 25?
Klein.
Mr. Klein again. So Mr. Nolan is not on the field. But
Bad snap between his leg, picks it up, and he's smooth. Fumble, picks it up.
No, that's a fumble. That's a fumble. That's a fumble. Oh my God.
Now that's a hit.
That's
a hit.
That's a hit.
I'm not sure if you guys heard it at home. I'm sorry for the delay, but that should have been a fumble because blindside, kapow.
Yeah, I mean...
Big hit by number 7.
I mean, the ref are there to protect, but yeah, I mean, that was a clean fumble.
Considering he never had possession of the ball, really.
Exactly, yeah. Double pass for Mr. Jones.
All right, trying to move the ball. That would be 3rd down.
And we go back to 10.
They have to try to put up some points here. And this, like you said, it allows them to work on things that they can now bring to that Supreme game next week, and also allows them, the offense, to be able to keep some kind of confidence, knowing that despite us having a good game, our offense can capitalize, right? Because when your defense has the pressure of scoring and it's not just doing it organically, it becomes pretty hard to play defense, knowing that you also have to score every play.
Definitely.
So we have the 4th down here. And we can expect the jumbo package from the Knights.
So Samba Marido, I mean, it is hard to have Klein not being running back right now.
Yeah, in situations like this, he definitely the right guy to get you those couple of yards that you need. And of course, tackle for loss.
Number 6 from the Hitsquad again. I mean,
Number 8,
Anthony Rodriguez, who has been so far as a defensive end. Everything I love to see.
Listen, they're missing a linebacker who's known as the Tasmanian Devil and making it up by multiple players stepping up. And it seems like number 24 might be down. The same play. Number 15 keeps going, breaks a couple tackle, and now it's finally brought down. Wow, this guy's rumbling, and the ref would have none of it. The refs are making sure they keep this game clean.
Wow, I mean, Garin, number 45, Akua, who loves to run hard, he run very well. But it's gonna be against the Hitsquad.
You know, that's usually what happens to get the retaliator, right? And it's to be expected. This is where that championship pedigree has to kick in. You know that you're up by a lot. You know that the other team hasn't been on the board, so they're frustrated. So they're gonna give you some cheap shots. On top of that, you cannot retaliate and allow yourself and your team to fall for that trap. right? Because then that's going to give them life, and next thing you know, it could be a game.
We got a jet sweep. Number 6. Ooh. Oh my God. Ooh. Oh my days. Oh my days.
That was disgusting. I think she even took off the jersey.
Combination. Wow.
Ooh.
Wow. Oh my days.
I'm not sure who it is, but I'm pretty sure I've seen somebody in the fans wearing number 50. And I hope that's not him, because I would have taken out the jersey after that play as well.
Wow.
Woo.
Wow. I mean, number 17. Wow.
He frozen. He just frozen. Because he was there. The linebacker was there ready to make the tackle. But for whatever reason, couldn't even get his hands on him. I'm out of words. I'm not sure what happened there.
And let's see now for this third down for the Hitsquad. 3rd and 18. The time 10 minutes to go on this game. And we have some players.
Jets and pass intended, of course, to Andre.
A bit too high.
Incomplete.
A little bit too high from Mr. Sam. And there's going to be a 4th down, but they will go for it, obviously. They're going to go for it, obviously.
All right, and we see a deep ball intended for Tevin Wheatley.
Oh my God, that pass though. That pass.
It was on the tightrope.
Oh wow.
It was on the tightrope.
Wow. And Mr. Prevost was there to save that play, because that's
one way or another, he's
tricky.
making sure nothing was coming out of that. And this is now coming down to just over 8 minutes left in the game. The Knights might be running out of time. If they can get some points here, it's going to help to build for the next game next week versus the Supreme team.
On this half, they've been way better compared to the first one.
Yes, for sure.
They've been way better. Offensively, they try, but again, not having a quarterback is complicated. But defensively, they've been present, so that's good for them. Good snap.
And the ball intended to number 11, Elliott, which the ball is underthrown.
2nd. Huh? Second down, 2nd and 13 for the Knights. And while they play, the double was tip off and then get back to Mr. Klein, who got the
That's what you call a give and go, baby. That's what you call a give and go. He passed intended to his running back, which got batted down, caught it, and then gained it himself.
Exactly.
Let's go, Mr. Klein.
No gain on this one, 3rd. We do have a flag. That was a ball intended for Mr. 11 of the Knights, Eric Elliott, who was close to Garrett, but while the coverage. And we do have a flag against the defense. 3rd and 5.
I feel like that pass was catchable by the receiver, and the defensive let up a little bit. So quarterback give them a break. But again, another good pass by Mr. Bryson Klein, and the receivers aren't capable to just capitalize.
Eligible O-line. And they're going for 4th and 5. 4th and 5 for the Knights. The score 44-0 for the Hitsquad undefeated and the current champion. And that was an amazingly offside defense. That was well done.
Yeah.
That gives them the first automatic.
And this is where you gotta appreciate having an O-line who kept their water, right? Kept their poise, and they understand that though the score may look very lopsided, this is how they're gonna be able to potentially get some points.
I mean, again, they were. I mean, the O-line was close to standard 2. Like I saw him, I was like,
So we see the quarterback come in at DB, and the ball is just thrown a little short and too low.
And it was open. Number 6 for the Knights, Mr. Joseph Vitaro was wide open, and that's unfortunate. Second. Almost 4 minutes to go on this half of the first game.
All right, see the matchup at the bottom of your screen here. Let's see if they exploit it.
Good snap.
Good blocking. And that's a good run.
It's a good run by
That's a
Mr. Klein.
very good run. And you can see the O-line is starting to pick up some momentum. And that's exactly what I was talking about at the end of the first half, where this is the style of play they need to play. It needs to be blue collar, dirty, come and stop us. This is what we're going to do, and we're going to tell you this is what we're going to do, and come and stop us, because that is going to serve them for next week. Whereas right now, the game itself may have gotten out of hand because, again, their defense of the Hitsquad were able to not just do their job,
but
exceeded by putting up 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Right? So you take away 21 points right now, it's a game. Even though it's a low-scoring game, it doesn't look as lopsided. So they were a couple of plays away from making this a game, and this is their opportunity to put the points on the board to basically showcase that they understood that they lost today, but it was simply because of small mistakes. And plays like that. And in football, that's what it is, right? Like 1 or 2 plays, you blink. Next thing you know, the contest is over,
exactly.
Right? And it's how you remain mentally involved in the game, so that way you can come out of it healthy. So I think your speech may have worked, Coach. They probably heard you from here.
I mean, again, I think it was the only one thing to do regarding the score, the 44-0. It is what you're supposed to do. Again, like the game is not over. It's still a football game. It's dangerous, so you have to be like 100%. And now it's about making sure that you have your plays or you have your scheme ready to for the Supreme. A good snap. A little bit too high for Mr. Klein. There's going to be a turnover on down. Turnover brought to you by Clipstone Steel.
So let's see if the Knights have one more stand in them, because so far this half they have been able to shut out the defending champs.
Yes, I mean, again, and I think now even, I mean, we said it earlier, for the Hitsquad. No, I mean, following the score, it's not about now winning. It's about, like having fun, stay healthy for what's coming next. So I will definitely understand that, you know, if you don't score at all on this half. But again, because the next game for the Hitsquad is the Thunder, right? So let's see.
Considering that they have a couple injury, I'm sure they want to make that list even shorter.
Yeah.
Wherever they can. And we see Sam.
Pass intended to
Wow,
Bailey.
that pass was there. Yeah.
Hey.
I think Bailey saw Nick coming full speed, and he said to himself, you know what?
Business decision.
Let's stay healthy. No try to overcatch it, and then having Nick pretty much cut me over there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That was definitely a business decision.
Yes. But again, like no, I mean again for the Hitsquad not having like, I mean, seeing that score, now you have to see more players as McPherson, as Akua, running the ball more. So that's definitely a plus.
You definitely see how deep your team is.
Yes. Second and 20.
I'm sure they knew. And we have the toss. Big block. And first down.
First down.
Rumble, big boy, rumble.
First down, Teddy Newell.
First down,
First
Teddy
down.
Newell, timeout.
And we have a timeout. Wow. First down, Teddy Newell with a timeout. Let's adjust the time. 17 seconds. Timeout first. I mean, should we have these basketball rules? Let the time go down then.
In all fairness, for the sake of competition, I don't like that rule. As a coach, I understand it, right? But if I'm being completely honest, that's what's wrong with this, the younger generation. In grown men, you can get away with it because they've understood the spirit of competition, and you've already seen them letting off, right? But to let the play run faster, so that way you can be less embarrassed, or you can. I don't understand that. The only reason why I ever signed off on that is for a safety reason.
Yeah.
Right? Outside of that, compete. You get your ass bust, take the beating, because you learn just as much in the loss than you do in the victory. Actually, you learn more in the loss than you do in the victory if you are a true competitor, regardless of the sport.
And the pass, almost interception by Nick Prevost.
And that is your game. First game of the night ends Hitsquad 44, the Knights 0. This game was brought to you by Madonna Engineering. Design Mechanical Building System. Can-Am Pipeworks. Fire Protection Systems. Cooper Inc. Krypton Steels. Deck, siding, wall system, and more. And Nutcrate Forming. Concrete Forming Services. So again, we see the defending champ walk out with a blowout victory, convincing victory, even though they were underhand against the tough Knights, who fought valiantly in the second half, but to no avail, because the Hitsquad defense was just too dominant. So stick around, grab some popcorn, grab a drink for our second game of the night, which is sure to be very exciting, between the Thunders and the Longhorns. Both teams are coming off a victory, so there is a lot at stake. Pull up, pull up. All right. So as we're getting ready for the second game of the night, we have a veteran player here with us, the one and only Mr. Zero, Dustin Murray. Let's go. Hey, what it do, man?
Chilling, brother.
I miss playing with you, bro.
It's been a minute, yo.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Listen, I don't know. The way you guys make it seem out there, I think everybody's finally finding their groove.
Yeah.
And I'm just so happy to be where I am and having the opportunity to kind of pick your brain even some more, but on a different perspective. So with that being said, this matchup versus the Thunder, a very underrated team that plays to their opponent. For sure. You guys are a fiery team, an emotional team. What's the mindset going into this game?
Like you said, they're an underrated team. They're really good. They have a lot of talented players. A lot of guys that played in the summertime. I played against a few of these guys. Yeah, like you said, like they played at the level of their opponents. I watched a few games where they're playing against guys that you might have thought they were mismatched against, and it was good first halves. So we don't take nobody lightly. You know, we're an aggressive team. We're a loud team. We're going to talk our ish. We're going to play a physical game, and we expect to come out on top. We don't expect anything easy.
All right. So last week you guys got the victory versus the Axolotls, 36-13. This week, they're on the other side. They have playmakers who are arguably just as talented.
Yeah.
My matchup was for you versus their quarterback, and same thing with theirs, their linebacker versus your quarterback.
Yeah.
Can you speak a little bit to those matchups for us?
For this game here today?
Yes, against this game.
Well, they play with number 17. I can't remember his name, but he's a really shifty quarterback. I'm a big linebacker, so I don't want to chase nobody around. So I know it's going to be a rough game, but I have the best D-line in the league, so they're going to box him in for me, and I'm not really too worried about that matchup. As far as our quarterback, we have a two-headed monster, Josh and Blaze. And
Blaze is a monster for real.
Yeah, good luck to them. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to have to line up against those guys. I'm glad they're on my team, so it's going to be exciting.
All right. So last question for you before we let you get back here. Is there anything particular that you want to let the fans know? Because you've been in this league for what, 2 years now?
2 years now, yeah.
So what have you taken away from this new team and ultimately from this league?
Yo, honestly, I watched this league grow. I was around the first season watching teams play. I played last year. Honestly, what I've taken away is these guys are doing a great job building indoor football. This league's just growing every single year. You know, new teams like us coming, new competitive teams. Yeah, I'm just excited to see what's going to happen. I don't know if my playing career is going to go on after this year, but I'll definitely be around to keep watching the league grow. Maybe a coaching role. You don't get it old. So,
hey, listen, the fact that you're just playing, I
appreciate you, brother.
Good luck today.
Thank you.
You heard it here first. Let's go, GTIFL. All right, so we have a veteran player potentially announcing retirement. Ultimately, again, keep an eye out for the two linebackers going up against the QB. You heard it from Dustin Murray, how number 17, Griffin, I believe, from the Thunder, number 17, Griffin, the quarterback, is pretty tall. The size matchup there, it's gonna be something of bronze, right? He has a big arm, but again, he's going up against a veteran linebacker in Dustin Murray, who doesn't really make a lot of mistakes on the field and has a pretty good nose for the ball. And on the flip side, the two-headed monster with Mr. Blaze and Josh Madden.
Both of the quarterbacks, you can choose, pick your person. This is the sentence. Pick your person. You can have Blaze, who's an amazing quarterback, who can throw in the traffic and move, and you have Josh, who are proven so far when he's here, is dangerous. So it's gonna be interesting to see who's gonna play tonight against the Thunder. They're so close in the ranking right now. The Thunder, if they can pull up the victory, that's going to be huge for them, and it's going to shape the ranking in of the GTIFL. So let's see. For the Thunder, it's going to be hopefully they come in numbers because
they're going to need it.
They will
Let's
need.
just call it for what it is.
They will need.
They're gonna
one.
need it.
Yep.
The Longhorns to me are kind of like Hitsquad in that aspect where they have bodies on bodies on bodies on bodies on bodies that they can throw at you. So for the Thunder team, for me, it's very interesting to see how they're gonna be able to sustain and manage the emotions that we can expect out of the Longhorns.
Yep.
Because if you poke at them right enough, you can get them to almost self-employed, which adds to your defense. So they're fighting against themselves, plus you're playing defense, giving you the best chance to beat them. And we see that happen against the Hitsquad. We see that happen against the Supreme teams that are equally matched up against them. So that's what I would do if I'm a Thunder squad trying to walk out of here with a victory.
Interesting. So let's see again. The Thunder, they have Mr. Number 3, Corey Watson Viola as an amazing players to watch, and they have Mr. 47, Tyson Green. For the Longhorns, depending on who's playing as the quarterback, it might be Josh Madden, letter X, or Mr. Bless Barben, number 15, player to watch, and again, Mr. Jenkins, Mr. Johan Jenkins, number 88, wide receiver, one of the best so far with Mr. Andrew Bailey.
Jaded.
So let's see. An amazing game and very important game. For the Longhorns, it's about keeping the momentum going. And for the Thunder, it's about putting a statement confirming that, okay, we are here. We're here to play. And we're here to make sure that when you play them, you have to play. You have to bring your A game.
Hey, and I couldn't agree with you more. I feel like the pressure is on the Thunder to make sure that win or lose, they control this game.
Yeah.
Because if they win, they now tell the league that they are a valiant opponent and they're capable to control the game and actually win against anybody. Because we've seen them win. It's not like they're not capable of racking up wins, right? But they play down to their competition, which in a playoff where one game and you're out, that's why you see them coming short.
Exactly.
Right? And as far as the Longhorn, I wouldn't really say there's pressure on them if they can keep their cool.
Yeah, for them it's remain the same. But again, 6 minutes to go. As my brother will say, tell a friend
Hey.
to watch, to support. We would love you to see in the attendance. But thank you for being with us tonight at home, on driving, all around the world. Thank you. 6 minutes to go. You can go get your popcorn because that game is going to be a banger. Get your drinks, be comfortable, and we will see you in 6 minutes. Don't leave. GTIFL week 7. We're still here. Week 7, we're still here.
Listen, it's cold outside and we have a pretty good attendance here. So shout out to everybody that was able to make it here. And if you are at home, you heard him. Get that popcorn. Get your snacks. Go to the washroom break. This game, like most time, the second game usually promises to be something that is worthy of being described as spectacular. So I know I'm excited. I see a whole bunch of veteran players. It looks like the Longhorn are a full squad, and the Thunder, I love the energy that they're with. They're just calm and collected. It's just another Saturday for them, and I'm hoping that they're able to come out with some fire and see who scores first.
Very important. See you in 5 minutes.
All right, and we have the first play of the second game. It is a toss to the outside. Shamar breaks a tackle, and another one. And of course, who's on the play?
I mean, Dustin was there. Dustin Murray was there with numbers. What is the number? Number 44 of the Longhorns.
Gain of about 44. Gain of about 4 yards.
Second, and there's going to be a pass from Mr. Gray, incomplete.
And that would be a third down.
Again, thank you for all our sponsors for the GTIFL, Mr. Maverick Group of Contractors, Access Storage, Sony House Construction, High Tech Doors. Longhorn number 2.
Brandon Gray versus Daniel. And of course, that's exactly where it is intended. And it is picked up by number 8, the veteran, Kevin Coxwell. Hey, that man's been playing
Forever.
That man. Oh, and again, we see some laundry, and it seems like it's on the Longhorn. And there's the emotions that I was talking about.
Always. I mean, again, they have. I mean, it is the type of game that you have to stay within the game. You have to stay within the game. Not. I mean, again, like you just have an interception. Let them talk. Go back to your bench. Let your offense play and talk for you. Mr. Coxwell.
All right, so this is the first possession of the Longhorns.
From Mr. Blaze today as a quarterback.
Former player of the week. And pass intended to number 2.
Wow.
Incomplete.
Wow, the defensive play by number 22.
That was a good play.
Wow.
Isaiah was there to shut everything down.
That's an amazing play defensively.
Pass intended to Levon Nelson. Levon, who's usually a shutdown corner. You see him running some routes here. And they try. It seems like the Longhorns are trying to take advantage of mismatch with the tall receivers because they're aware that the Knights might be short at the bottom. And you see Mr. Green, first guy on the hit. But rumbling is number 21.
Brandon Bentancur.
Pow after pow after pow, and he keeps it plowing.
Wow. What a run by Mr. Brandon.
All right, so we got 3rd and 15. And it's a pass, probably going to pass intended to number 6. Michael Souza is incomplete.
Yeah,
and
good
we
defense
have
by
another
Mr.
punt.
Good defense by Mr. Tyson Green right now, number 47. As a linebacker, he went to his a good coverage.
Making sure you took away that route, the hot route.
Exactly.
Right? And that's
amazing.
exactly what I was talking about, right? And you're seeing it manifest where the linebackers are being able to quarterback their defense to mirror what the actual quarterback who's in front of them is trying to do. And that's why you're seeing both possession ending out in a punt. So the first team to be able to capitalize on this is most likely going to be the first team to score, if I was a gambling person. So you see the linebackers out of the box, expecting the sweep, and gain of about 2 to 3 yards.
Not even. Oh yes, you're right.
I got my good glasses on.
So for the viewers at home, you need to understand that there's a box, right? Rather it be 5-on-5, 7-on-7, 11-on-11, there's usually a box, right? And the linebackers have to be able to split. The O lineman has to be on his inside shoulder. He needs to be a step outside of that. So you see the same thing here. And then the D lineman has to be a step to the outside shoulder to be able to blitz. So once both defensive players switch alignments, it now cancels out, where if the D lineman is on the inside, it doesn't really help for him because he cannot coverage and keep his contain. And it also takes away the linebacker out of position to blitz.
Exactly.
Right? But if you want to blitz, then you have to now switch it around, as I said, where the D lineman is a little wider, splitting the O lineman in the middle, taking the outside, and the linebacker taking the inside, allowing the linebacker to have a two-way goal for the blitz. So again, you see it here, the linebacker lining out to the outside, which would mean that Dustin cannot blitz, but Jesse would be able to. But you see them, pass intended to number 5, they're sniffing everything out.
I mean, again, well a defensive play. I mean, defensive play by the Longhorns. Very good defense, disciplined, sorry. And this is what they do best. Playing hard, not leaving any opportunity for the 2nd and 15 for the Longhorns on the second drive.
All right, so this is the best field position so far.
Hey, thank you again for all our sponsors: Canine Pipeworks, Madonna Engineering, Cooper Inc., Krypton Steel, and Liquid Farming.
You can expect a passing play here, just so that third down can be manageable. And we see again the motion that they like to do. And they go right back to that matchup of number 2, Levon Nelson, versus number 22 of the Thunder, Isaiah Mbonko.
Third down at 13 yards.
And go get me that quarterback, right? And as a linebacker, this is where you got to make sure your reads are disciplined. You have 4th down, 4th and about 2 yards. It was open. If he didn't lose the step, he could have easily gotten it.
What a defense, though. What a defensive play by number 53 of the Thunder, number 53, Nate Cohill, who was able to trip the quarterback to making like short. 4th down, 4th and
the
2.
whole defense for being able to shut down every alley, forcing the quarterback to check down and take that run. Our running backs that
Because you got it once and you got it no.
you still gotta play the game, baby.
Play the game into the end.
But that is still a major gain.
Would cross half of the field to reset the down and maybe potentially score.
So we have just under 17 minutes left in the game, in a scoreless game of 0-0, where both teams have had offensive possession.
Got a fumble. That's going to be first and
Great pursuit by him, by the way, because initially on the blitz, the quarterback saw him and rolled out the pocket, and he could have just gave him up, but he pursued. That's why the quarterback were not able to see him coming, and it created the fumble. And again, you're giving to Betancourt. You see guys holding on by a shoestring, literally, to make the team can come support you. So that's still big play by number 47, the linebacker, Mr. Green. So let's see if the Longhorns are able to capitalize after that turnover, which was the second one that they got.
a little bit too high for Mr. Brandon Betancourt.
Let's go, cuz.
and we were able to hear like the head coach not being happy with his quarterback. The head coach not being happy with his quarterback.
And is he going to be going there to the receiver, throwing it up? No. Pass intended to Levant. And that will be a second down. No, fourth down.
Fourth down.
So this is an obvious passing play right here?
Yes. Yeah.
So we do apologize to the viewers at home for the lag.
We'll come back. We'll come back.
We will come back to you as soon as possible.
Okay, we're having some technical issues right now. We'll be back in the